Hello and welcome to the Dinosaw for week 17, another 7 curious, interesting things I saw last week. So as ever, if you'd like any innovations and consultancy on that sort of stuff or workshops, find me on LinkedIn. It's what I do. First of all, we have the Terminator. Now, this was announced last year, and I'm glad to say, or scared to say, this is available now. It is $9,420, and this is, of course, a robot dog with a flamethrower on top. It is a Unitree Go-To robot, if you're interested, and an Arc flamethrower. Both these have brand names, apparently. It can fire its squirty juice 30 feet. The battery in this dog can last for an hour. And why would you want one of these things? Well, as their website says at the top, wildfire control and prevention, snow and ice removal, ecological conservation, and entertainment, of course. There you go. If you do want one of these things, it is free shipping, free worldwide shipping. So there you go. The link is in the description down below. No idea why you'd want one, but there you go. This is Energizer, and a very, very simple innovation that will save lives. If you didn't know, if you swallowed a button cell like this, then you have a chance of dying. It's a really bad thing. It causes all sorts of electrolytic nonsense to your insides and can rupture your intestines and all sorts of things. So it is a very bad thing. Certain brands, high brands, for instance Energizer, already have a bitter toxic coating on their button cells. So if you do put them in your mouth, you're a child for instance, they're not exciting to put in your mouth because they taste horrible. However, if they do get swallowed, then that's when the trouble starts. So if you present at A&E or ER, I guess, wherever your emergency thing is called, then the new technology, which is called Color Alert, is essentially a blue dye, so that the tongue of whoever swallowed them will turn blue. If you do present at your emergency room and you now have a blue tongue and you're complaining that you potentially swallowed one of these things, they know what's gone on. So really like that, a really, really simple innovation that will, save lives. So this is actually in collaboration with Reese's Purpose, which is a charity to bring basically acknowledgement to this sort of issue like that. This is the US ban on TikTok has actually happened last week, and it was passed through 79 to 18 votes, so a fairly good majority there. Now, what does this really mean? They've actually got 9 months. So ByteDance, who own TikTok, have got 9 months to reply to this until they get banned. So the two things that they can possibly do are sell TikTok to an American company. Therefore, it is not a Chinese-owned social media platform. It is American-owned, and it's okay to go. Or they can just run out the 9 months and they can then get banned. There is actually a third one, which is they can appeal and get this quashed. Now, why would they appeal on this one? Well, it's pretty much against the US Constitution about free speech. And a lot of people saying, well, yeah, it pretty much is. So there you go. We'll see where that one goes. This will rattle on for another 9 months, but obviously it's happened before the elections. And yeah, TikTok will be an interesting part of the upcoming US elections. Udio is a really interesting platform. Now, this is me generating a song. That's basically what Udio does. It creates music through prompts, and I'm typing in the intro to the Dinosaw. You type in the lyrics, you press go, and I'll be quiet and let you listen to what it generated.
Welcome to the Dinosaw for week 17. Another 7 curious, innovative things I saw last week. So let's crack on.
So there you go. You can even see in my notation here, I've even said where the drop should be and where the verses are. So that's what it did. So if you've never really had any inclination to make any music or any aptitude, or maybe even the kit to make music, then this is really interesting. It's currently at beta stage, so it is free. So if you just sign up, you can actually create your own free music. You type in your lyrics, you then generate it. It gives you 2 options or 2 versions of it. You can then remix it, or you can then extend it if you really want to. So it gives you a 32 seconds and it goes up to 104 seconds, whatever it is. So it's really good fun, really interesting what you can do. Maybe this is how you should be sending out, for instance, your letters or your missives at work or your CVs in the future. This is a really interesting tweet from Brett Goldstein, and as you can see underneath, it's created 19 million views since last week. So, or 2 weeks ago. And this is all about just a new business model didn't really expect. Brett walked into a restaurant in New York City, and on coming to pay, then actually the person who was behind the desk was actually outsourced in a different country, but was still live through a video call. And obviously this has garnered quite a lot of conversation on social media. So I looked into this one, and it's a thing called BPO, which is Business Process Outsourcing. It sounds fairly mundane, but we've seen AI, for instance, taking the place of human beings, and now this is other human beings taking the place of more expensive human beings by video. If you were in the Philippines, apparently the job descriptions for this very job, or for companies that actually supply the people for this, it's about $1.70 an hour. If you're in New York, it's $10 an hour. You would be sort of minimum wage. So that's interesting. Is your business ready for BPO? Should it even be thinking about it? And what do you think about it? You might need a policy on that soon. This is really interesting and neat and simple demo. Are you attaché? I guess that's how you say that. If it's not, I do apologize. However, this is a really, really lovely, simple demo. 2 chopping boards with a mobile phone stuck to the top one, and some radio controlled car shock absorbers. And if you shake the chopping board, then the accelerometer in the mobile phone sends its data to Unreal Engine 5, and they're this simulation of a building site. So it's a really interesting way just to play with physics. You can see this in museums or in schools or all that sort of stuff. So just that was really, really simple, really beautiful. It doesn't have to be overcomplicated, and that's really nice. Go and check it out on YouTube, and also has some other things for sale. Always good. And finally, I had to feature this one because I just didn't know what to do with this one. This is just, it's sort of insane, really. This is Miss AI. Now, the reason I featured this one is because I couldn't really believe that people were actually doing this. So I just wanted to bring it to your attention. This is what's going on in the world. So this is Miss AI, and it's a beauty pageant for AI-generated models. 2 of the judges, by the way, don't even exist. They are AI generated, and this is from FanView, which is essentially what they call a creator platform. So it's a bit like OnlyFans, I guess. To submit to this, you basically have to generate a AI model or an AI person. They have to answer the, if you could have one dream to make the world a better place, what would it be? It has to generate something from that as well. And you also have to put it all on social media. So this is basically just a way of them getting their name out, FanView, for instance. There you go. Kind of weird, kind of interesting, and just grim, but there you go. So this is the sort of nonsense that the world has come up with AI. So hopefully this will might get one of those robot dogs and burn this with fire. But there you go. Miss AI actually exists, so do with that what you will. Rile against it, etc. And there you go. Hopefully that was interesting. Hopefully it was useful, and if it was, share it with somebody lovely, and I will see you next week.